Well, howdy, 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 nearly senior citizen here. Greetings, boys and girls, and welcome to this another brand new day. In my lab, I have running around a silly goose, a little cream slash saber. She is such a cutie with her short, stubby little nose. She's got like baby hamster facial features for her nose because it's not as pointy. But she's still very cute, and she's very nice. She's very sweet, very tame. So, oh, she's squeaking. I'm going to put her back into her cage so she can go back to sleep. Oh, don't panic. I came in like a predator. I came in like a predator and got her with a claw. And I freaked her out. I am so sorry, little one. I am so sorry. I didn't mean to do that. That was my fault, and I feel terrible about that. I came in from behind her and clawed her right in her belly. Of course she was going to run. Hokey smokes. She may be able to override most of her instincts. You still have to come underneath with a scoop, because if you come up above, you know, she panics. And I just came in and grabbed her like that from behind, and I feel bad about that. She's okay though. In fact, she's just sitting on her wheel and sniffing and stuff because I just...
You are just a tenant here, you say, living in and out of this life as cheaply as you can.
Just held her because when she dashed, I just put my hand over the top of her and she was huddled inside. And so I just let her stay there while I was talking until she stopped freaking out, and that was when I was able to pick her back up. So... See, even the guy that really loves hamsters and tries to do his best for his hamsters is still going to occasionally do not so nice things to his hamsters accidentally. Luckily, able to make up for it instantly, so that's a good thing. One thing I did finish doing yesterday is I have rearranged largely the stuff back here. Oh, well, it's all mirrored, so I have my consoles. Some of the consoles here. I have two Xboxes, original Xboxes. One of them is just original Xbox. That one's actually a modded Xbox, and it's got a whole bunch of like PlayStation and all. It's an amazing emulator, and it's emulating, so thumbs up for that. And my PlayStation 2, and then I've got like hamster stuff underneath there as well, and then just some other consoles and just things that people have sent. And then over on this side, of course, more of the stuffed animals and things that people have sent. Aww. I just now noticed that she was so scared she peed on me, which is kind of sad for me now, because that just shows me how scared she was, and I feel bad for that. I mean, hamsters, they don't just like urinate at random like rats and things. They don't mark their territory that way. And so for her, she was just so terrified that she just lost control of her bladder. I feel bad about that poor little one. I just, that claw from behind thing. But anyway, I mean, it's done and she's okay. She's not hurt. That's just more evidence that she was scared. There's not much. It's like somebody took a dropper and went drop, drop onto my shirt. You know, just 2 drops. But still, it makes me sad, poor little thing. But, as I was saying, what I did was, I'm going to have to turn... I put just behind me the things that they need to be stored but aren't visually interesting to look at, nor were they given to me as gifts. And then the same thing on this side. Whoops, bonked into my table. I'm going to wipe. I got an external drive that's on the desk that every time I bonk into the keyboard garage, because it's got a shelf that slides out, that bangs the desk, and that's going to destroy the drive even faster than they normally fall apart. But it's got the stuff that's, you know, more games all the way around, that it's just, you don't see them. So that's cool that I've managed to get everything so that there's fun things to look at. I still have my box that's behind me because I'm still making final decisions on some things to put away. And then I've got to start really getting rid of the junk that I've been storing. because I've got just cardboard boxes that are just sitting as cardboard because the recycling containers we get, they pick up recycling every other week, so that it takes 2 weeks of recycling gathering, and they're containers that are like this far across and this far wide and like 4 feet deep, so they fill up like that. You can't get rid of your recyclables fast enough because the recycling bins they give you are too small. You can get bigger ones, but oh yeah, the city's going to charge you a whole lot more at that point too. So I've got stuff like cardboard boxes that I just haven't been able to get rid of yet. My apologies. And I've got my wife's stuff that I've been storing. I've got some of my stuff that I've been storing. So there's not much room. No, it's not a horrible, like everything's just thrown in there like it's a pit. Everything's nice and stacked. But it's just, I gotta get it done, because otherwise, where am I gonna put that? Thumbs up. Life is life. I mean, things happen. It's taken me 5 years to get to this point because there's a whole bunch of milestones. I think I've been having anxiety about this one because of this, because I was thinking about that. This year, this month, yesterday, this month would have been the anniversary of my wife's marriage. And on the 16th was the day that she went away up here and just was sleeping. And the 19th, yesterday, is 5 years to the day she died, her 5th anniversary of death. So that's been fun. And of course, it's not even over yet. God, I gotta come up with some way to block light over there. But I've gotta still deal with, next month is the 1 year anniversary of my mother dying, so. But there's tragedy in everybody's life, and every date and every time has something associated with it, all in our heads. I don't know how I'm going to get rid of that. I'm going to have to drape something over that window again to block the light. That's what I did last year, I think. I'm going to have to put the fan back in the window, but in some way that it doesn't block the entire area, because the cat has to get in and out. Last year I felt terrible afterward because when I took the fan down, I realized that Amelia couldn't get in and out of this room. And that's when I found out afterward that they had kicked her out from downstairs. She used to be not living, but she was downstairs sleeping on my chair, and she'd come up to see me periodically, and then she'd go back downstairs, and then they just kicked her out. So she was unable to get inside the house, and it was just awful. I felt terrible. But when you can't do anything about it, you can't do anything about it. I have some blackout sheets that aren't really good for blackout, but they will certainly look better than me looking like I'm wearing facial war paint or something. Kind of like warrior paint right now. Yeah. I've got to do this though to try and keep the light out of my eyes. Yay! I don't want a migraine. Goody. But I can't just lean at weird angles. But I kind of wish I'd... So sorry. I kind of wish I'd taken my action camera with me yesterday, because as it turned out it was light enough when I went walkies. I didn't take my camera with me because I thought, hey, it's gonna be dark, but I got 20. It's a 3-mile walk to Walmart, so it was about 1.5 miles into it before the light really went out, and that went right through the construction area, so I could have recorded that, because they've been putting in some sidewalk areas and some street lights. They're putting in some really cool looking street lights, and they've been laying sidewalk, and it's kind of funny how the only area that they're really putting in sidewalks and street lights for is the driveway to 2 large private homes with people with money they get sidewalks and streetlights. The rest of the area, no, that's just, there's no sidewalks in yet. They're not even close to being ready to put in the streetlights. But down there, you know, where the people with money got to drive, that's almost done. Past that, though, it looks really cool. It's really nice. The sidewalks look nice. It looks like, I don't know, in some parts of the areas downtown, they've put in beauty stones where there's the sidewalk area, and then there's a chunk of beauty area where they have rocks and the occasional tree and such like that spaced out. It looks like they might be doing that because there's the sidewalk section, and it's big. It's like 10 feet across. Well, 7 or 8, I'm not sure, but it's wide. And then there's another 1.5 feet, 2 feet space where there's going to be something in there, probably stones, and then the curbs. And then they've got the ground is, now they've got a fair amount of gravel over much of the roadway, so they're going to start working on that. Again, it's just the whole destruction reconstruction that I find fascinating, where you can tear things apart and yet put it back together and it looks okay. Everything's awful in the meantime. Of course, you can see what horrific damage you're doing to everything, but once the ground cover is off, I mean, you might as well tear it apart, because I am so sorry. But waking up in the morning, I literally don't move at night. My sleep mask is put on in such a way that if I move or shift a little bit once I get positioned, my nose will press up against the side of the mask. And it's pretty easy to move and shift so that my nose will press up against the side of the mask. And when I wake up from sleeping, I haven't shifted. I don't move. It's like I die when I go to sleep. I don't move, which is one of the reasons I hurt so much when I wake up. But also I'm obviously not coughing or breathing deeply. So I've got a lot of junk I cough up in the morning. And even though I've been awake at this time by like almost 2 hours, I'm still hacking and coughing. Been doing it all morning. Yay! Oh well, life is life. So hopefully it's not too annoying. Past that though, been thinking of things that I want to write. My body's all shifted. This shoulder always hangs different because of my scoliosis, so yay. But I've been trying to write, trying to think of the things to write. I've still got lots of story ideas to do, and stories from ages ago that I want to rewrite. One of which, the story idea didn't work so well. Even at the time, I knew the science behind it wouldn't be awesome. Because it was like, one of the major plot points is 1,000 years before the story happens, Mars went away when this genius who was trying to invent stuff tried to invent a faster than light engine and turned on the prototype things to make things work, and Mars went and vanished. And so the idea was the gravitational loss threw the Earth's orbit into such a mess that they had to relocate everybody on the planet to a new one. A new one. And I knew that was stupid, but there is no gravitational difference big enough just from, I'm always got to be making sure this is right, with Mars going away that would damage Earth enough. I mean, it was a reach, but so I'm trying to rethink of ways to do that one, especially since at one point, as I was writing the whole thing for a writing class, and it was a full self-contained like 33,000 word story, but at one point the plot summary, you know, just to bring everyone up to speed real quick, was through some insane plot device, which is basically what it was. I just did something to tie it together and make it be humorous where it fit into the context of the story, but there's no way this sort of thing would happen into reality. It was basically a guy lost his suitcase, and then after 4 years of being in school, they find the remains of the suitcase wedged into the engine of their starship, and it malfunctions just as the engine turns on, and they get blasted into the same place that Mars went. An insane plot device. It was fun, and it's funny, so maybe, who knows, just keep it that way and just mark it as a plot device. But I've also opened up my own shame and horror. I have opened up 24 hours worth of comments in my community tab, and I'm going to go through and thank 20 to 25 people for having left me a comment. It's getting harder because there's a smaller number of pages to page down, because fewer and fewer people watch and comment on my videos. I am bleeding off a huge amount from not being able to do reactions, so yay! But if I mispronounce your username, no disrespect is intended. I'm an American English speaker. We're just not good at that kind of thing. I count American Sign Language on the fingers of this hand, but with my fibromyalgia, depression, widower brain, post-acute withdrawal syndrome, and more, I'm getting better, but it's still difficult. And I'm not reading the comments right now. I'm going to read them afterward. Thumbs up each one I read. Answer as many as I can. But for right now, I'm just thanking you for having left the comment. Good comment, bad comment, and different comment. Just thank you for having left one. So calling up my Chrome, we have Isaac Delaney. Thank you very, very much. And Russian timing. Thumbs up and thank you. KCAJ does stuff. A good thing. And Chris with an apostrophe. Greatly appreciated. William Cecil. Thumbs up and thank you. Kathy Kitscat, greatly appreciated. Shadow 747, thank you. Golden Carrot, greatly appreciated. Matan Sissimo, I sure hope I'm close, but I bet I'm not, but thank you very much. Daniel Miranda, thank you very, very much. Lucas Keys, greatly appreciated. Zrupton, it starts with an X and it's actually got an umlaut over the U, so not quite sure, but thank you very much. Super Ninjas Hyper, thank you very, very much. And Pandora NYC1, thumbs up and thank you very much. Cheese Puffs, Cheese Puffs are yum with the little, you know, the ooh-woo thing. So very cool. Oh, I can't remember where I was. Oh, I shouldn't have moved my hand. Well, Sebastian Ferris, thank you very, very much. Panda, thank you very much. Flavio N, I have no idea where I am. I've lost the count, so sorry everyone. David, greatly appreciated. Derpy Moose 74, Animalistic 420, thumbs up and thank you. Black Blade Phantom, greatly appreciated. JDM, I went and Googled I went and actually applied for Assurance Wireless. But you have to have documents that I don't have, and so I can't apply online. And we have Mika Mach 5, always good to see you in the comments. Thumbs up and thank you. And last but not least, Hell Flynn. Thumbs up and thank each and every one of you. How many did I count? I have no ideas. I never should have moved my hand and then used it to talk with. I lost it entirely. Sorry, but thank you all. If you could check out my various links, I have Twitter, Facebook, GoFundMe, Patreon.com, NearlySeniorCitizen.com. If you could check out my various links, if you could donate to my GoFundMe campaign, or become a Patreon.com patron, like one of these beautiful and awesome people who have helped keep me alive. You are amazing and awesome people. If it weren't for you, I don't know where I would be. Thank you so very, very much. But if you cannot donate, or you simply do not donate, I take all good wishes and I deposit them in the bank of my heart where I draw interest, so thank you very much. If you could toss me a like, I do appreciate all the positive validation I get from my existence. Definitely a thumbs up. And if you could subscribe to the channel and hit that little notification bell so that it ever properly, I can't speak English, if it ever properly functions, it might function properly for you. But if you did not want to donate, subscribe, or such, I blew that one entirely. I have just lost my mind today. If you were not down with subscribing, that is a-okay. I do understand. But if you are down with it, I will do my best to keep you entertained from now to the literal end of time. Definitely a thumbs up. Oy vey. I am so tired. I slept some last night, finally. I went to bed around midnight-ish, and it was probably around 1 when I fell asleep, and I woke up early. In fact, had to flip over onto my right side for a while, and if I do that, you know I'm hurting, because it hurts to lie on my right. So I slept a little anyway, so that's good. But you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, and that, my friend, is a very good thing. I don't know what I'm going to do today, but whatever I do, I'll be doing it.